Hello, my little naughties. Welcome to Goya Tales. See, a lot of us, we like to do something or the other, no? So we will have a talent. So the talent means, somebody likes to sing, somebody likes to play music instruments, somebody likes to dance, somebody likes to do, drawing and painting and all these things. So there are different kinds of talent that we all have. And sometimes when we do that, when we do something that we love so much, we get a very nice feeling. We feel so happy and we feel so engrossed, so completely lost in that. So that, it gives us so much of, a pleasant feeling, a peaceful feeling, a happy feeling, right? But sometimes when we are asked to do the same thing in front of others, like say in front of some guests when they visit home, or even bigger, like on a stage. So when there are so many people watching us, we might get a little bit nervous, no? Like some of us might like it. Wow, see, everybody is looking at me, so I'm going to do it. So some of us will feel so happy and proud and we will do much better. But some of us, we will feel a little bit nervous, no? It's nervous or kind of that uneasy feeling that inside we will feel like, oh, there are so many people looking at me, how will I do? That kind of an uneasy feeling. We might feel scared, we might feel nervous. So how to handle that? How do we overcome that feeling? And how to do the best, like what we do best, how should we do it in a best way in front of so many people? Have you ever tried doing it? Have you ever thought about it? Like if at all you feel nervous, have you ever thought about it? Like okay, how to overcome that? So today's story is about that. The story's name is Stage Fright, right? So stage fright means like when you go on stage, when you go in front of so many people, the uneasy feeling, the nervous feeling that we get, so that is the fright. So we feel a bit scared, no? So today's story is about that. So it's called Stage Fright. It is written by Yamini Vijayan and it's illustrated by Somesh Kumar and it's published by Pratham Books. Okay, so let's go into the story. In this story, there is a little girl called Champa. Okay, so Champa loves singing more than anything else in the whole wide world. Yeah, so Champa loves singing the best. That's the most favorite thing for Champa in the whole wide world. She sings in the bathroom and she sings on the roof. She sings to the hills and she even sings to the moon. You also notice, children, that there is somebody sitting behind Champa. So that is actually Champa's friend. His name is Basant. Okay, so Basant and I think there is a little goat also. They always, I think they are with Champa. So Champa loves singing all the time. And Champa, she sings like a lion. So she sings so roar loudly. And like a bee, which is so melodious and smooth, right? She sings through rain and through heat. See, even now, I think Champa's friend Basant and his co-goat, so they are always around Champa, right? So when Champa sings, she is filled with the most marvelous feeling in the world. She feels so nice when she sings. She forgets everything around her, right? So one day when Champa is singing, Basant, her friend, so his eyes light up. Why? Because he has got an idea. He says, I have an amazing idea. And Basant is Champa's best friend. And he is always bursting with ideas. He comes up with a lot of ideas. Some are wonderful, so they are terrific. But some are terrible ideas. Some of his ideas are not so good. So he says to Champa, that you should sing on annual day. So I think their school annual day is coming up. So Basant says that Champa, you should sing on annual day. Champa is really shocked. She says, what a terrible idea. Why not? You love to sing, no? But Champa hasn't told something to Basant. That about the only time she got on stage, she almost fainted with fear. So Champa has stage fear. So when she faces a lot of people, she gets so nervous and she gets so scared. So Basant doesn't know about it, right? So Champa says, I can't sing in front of so many people. I don't even sing in front of Ma and Pa, like her parents. So she doesn't even sing in front of them because she's kind of uncomfortable singing in front of others. But Basant says, but you do sing in front of me, right? You just need a little bit practice, Champa. You'll be alright because you sing so well. All you need is a little bit of practice. That's also Basant is encouraging her. See, I've been always around when you sing, but you never felt, nervous when you were singing around me. That's it. So in the same way, just keep practicing and you'll be able to sing in front of so many people. And then Champa also gives it a thought. She's thinking and she asks, should I? Then Basant says, yes, you should. But what if Mahi and Paras, they laugh at me? I think, they are, Champa's and Basant's classmates, the friends. So she feels, what if people like them, they laugh at me? But Basant is like, it's okay. If they laugh at you, it means that, they are just silly and mean. They are being mean to you because you are an amazing singer. You sing so well. You don't have to mind about all these people laughing at you. Right? So Champa is kind of gathering a little bit of courage because Basant is encouraging her. So she kind of feels a little bit okay. So the very thought of singing in front of a crowd fills her stomach with butterflies. Champa is excited. Oh, okay, maybe I should sing in front of all these people. But she also feels terrified at the same time. What if it goes wrong? What if somebody laughs? What if somebody teases me? What if they make fun of me? So she has a mixed feeling. So she's kind of confused. She's also excited, but she's also feeling terrified. But she loves singing so much, right? She loves singing the best in the whole world. So I think she decides to, give it a try. Okay, let me just give it a try. Let me see what happens. So what does she starts doing? She starts practicing all the time. So Champa practices so long and so hard. When she wakes up, when she gets up out of bed, she starts with a humming in the early morning. And then while working, while doing homework, while multiplying, while dividing, she is singing all the time. And even when she takes her goat out for grazing, so she goes she practices her tone up and down and up and down. So she's practicing all the time. And she sings through her mouth, she sings through her nose, she even practices singing hanging upside down. After all this, finally, everybody at home, they are also so excited that, wow, Champa is going to sing in front of an audience. She is going to sing on annual day. So everybody at Champa's home, they are also excited. Her grandparents, her parents, her uncle, aunt, and they all come up with ideas and suggestions. They all give advice. So they give her some advice. One person says, take long and deep breath. So take such long and deep breath before you sing because that will calm you down. You will not feel nervous, says one person. And another person says, don't forget to give your widest smile to the audience, because when you smile, it feels that it shows that you are confident in doing something. So when you have a smile, you feel confident and you look confident. And another person says, like some of our family members, they say, right, these things are lucky, these things are unlucky. So when we are going to have a big day, you should do all these lucky things so that you will have all the luck. Similarly, one person says, just break a plate on the door and eat 12 raisins, 12 grapes, it will give you luck. So all these different kinds of advice people give. And before the big day, Champa decides to have a rehearsal. Rehearsal means a practice session, a model session. So in front of whom? With all her animal friends, and of course Basant is also sitting with them. And it's a big success. It's a roaring success. All the animal friends, they enjoy listening to Champa. Finally, it is the annual day. So she has been practicing for so long for this day, right? So finally it is the annual day. Champa is wearing the sweater that her grandpa, he knit it specially for this day, for the big day of Champa. So she is wearing the sweater and she is getting ready for the show. But she goes on stage and immediately what happens? She starts getting that uneasy feeling. When it's her turn to sing, her tongue feels a little rubbery. It's like that. She kind of starts getting uncomfortable, nervous. She looks at the audience. Oh, there are so many people. The stage is too big. And then the lights are too bright. And there are too many people in the audience. Champa's throat, it tightens and her hands are clammy. She gets nervous. Her entire body, her tongue, her throat, her hands, everything gets a little bit nervous. What is she going to do? She remembers. Okay, I should give a big smile to the audience. She remembers and she tries to give a nice and big smile. And then she tries to sing. Voice doesn't come out. It only comes as a whisper. It sounds like, as if somebody swallowed her voice. What happened? She's not able to sing. She's not getting a loud voice. She's feeling scared. And then she decides to remember the next advice. Okay, I should take a long and a deep breath to calm myself. I should not feel scared. She takes a long and a deep breath. And then after that, she tries to open her mouth and sing again. But it's like squeaking. It's like, a mouse squeaks. It's like the voice doesn't come out right. Everybody is gasping. The audience, they're like, they all gasp at what's happening to Champa. Champa's heart is also, it's kind of pounding. They're like, thud. She feels so nervous. She is completely lost and her head starts to spin. And then, finally, she finds Basant. So she spots Basant on a tree. He is sitting on a tree and he is waving at Champa. She is so glad to see him. So now she kind of little bit she feels relaxed. So after this, she decides to try again. Okay, now I am little bit okay, so I want to try again. But even now, it kind of like when she starts singing, her voice comes out very softly, but it sounds a little better. It sounds alright. So she starts singing. She closes her eyes and she starts singing. Slowly, her voice comes out nice and loud and smooth and strong. So finally, she gets immersed. She focuses completely on her singing and she sings so well. Slowly the music flows out of her. It's so nice and elegant and melodious. She sounds beautiful. Now, it does not matter if the stage is so big. It does not matter if there are two bright lights. And it really does not matter if there is such a big audience in front of Champa. Now, Champa is having the most wonderful feeling now because she is doing what she loves the most. She is singing. So Champa lets her voice go wild and free. She is not worried about anything else and singing in that way like she always used to do. So that gives her the most wonderful feeling. Right, children? So even if we are worried and doing all these things, no, we should remember only that wonderful feeling that we get when we do what we love. Correct? Like how Champa, she tries to forget. She has something. She looks at Basant and she feels calm and relaxed. Now she does not worry about, she does not care about anything else. So when she closes her eyes and she focuses only on singing, she feels so nice. So even the next time when you try to do something in front of others, but if you have practiced so well and if you're really good at doing that, you should not feel scared. You should not feel nervous. Try to forget about everything and just focus on what you do the best. And you will be the best. Alright? So I hope you enjoyed the story. Next week I will come and meet you all with another wonderful story. Until then, bye-bye.